Hello everyone, Terminator1984 here, and welcome to Steam and Steel. And also welcome to a new series involving my railroad, the AG Railroad. The full name being Arthur Griffith Railroad. Now, as you probably could see, I did do some stuff off camera, which is meant to be episode 1 was meant to show me building on the track here, but of course I didn't realize that the audio didn't record. But we're going to take our only locomotive here out. So let's get full throttle. A little bit of a slip. Going off, we'll be on our way. This is a Roblox game that I was able to get access to yesterday. Now there are some parts of the track that I may have to end up fixing up, like, or at least I might tear up and move around a little. Our whistle, our locomotive is at full throttle now. Shoveling more coal. We're currently making our way onto, at least towards, the, where we gotta go and all that, so... But for now, we are going to have to do what we need to do. So we're shoveling coal into the firebox there, as you can clearly tell, and no, we cannot close it. But it will show close on here. And I kid you not, these models were made on Blender. Or at least I think you're made on Blender. But right now we are moving on. We're shoveling coal into our locomotive, which is, of course, the 240. I kind of forgotten the class of it actually. We have a little hill here, which in a way actually works. We're going downhill now. So, right now, I am currently moving towards a certain place. Oh, but there's a forest camp. It also has a loop there. This is so I don't have to spend time turning around and all that on something like a Y. So, we're going to be taking this. I know it's not much this first episode, but we're going to do what we can. So, I know this first episode may seem boring, but along the way, we are going to be doing what we need to, of course, do and all that. Now, admission into this game is 320 roblox. Let's get the pressure on the brakes. Let's load up the logs. Okay, our locomotive is releasing some pressure. Now, I don't think there's a boiler explosion mechanic in this game. That inside cylinders, and you can see the Stevenson. And forward a little. Now, the couplers here are not your usual couplers, unless you're from, you know, hang on a minute. Whoops, gotta stop. Locomotive. Actually, can we load up all these cars here? Okay, let's see. Can we load all of our cars like this? Yeah, as you can tell, it's money that hammered it. I'll be honest, I have already forgotten how much it is for all this. We're just loading up what we can in these cars, and we're going to take it all to the way back home to the freight depot over there. Since we got that, let's move. Of course, we got wheel slip, because they decided to follow wide. And a high ball. Now here's a ram singer to show you. But Bertha moves. Follows the move though. Oh, there's a break. It's only really the first where I see that move. Well, for now we're making it there in stride. After that, we're going to be making it all the way to, you know, let's say, of course, over there to the freight depot. Let's just go high speed here, because I don't think we'll have anything to worry about. I don't think we're going that fast. We're going to worry about the curve there, because, you know, we're not great. So we have some weight on us. Yeah, see? No worries. But that's the worrisome part there. Now, let's off the throttle and apply the brakes now. I have roughly estimated. So let's back up. And we'll be loading up what we can here. Alright, there we go. Our first freight train. At least kind of a first, actually, for y'all to see here. We're just gonna let the locomotive move a little. Alright, there we go. With all that money from actually, well, this railway's actual second train, this is actually, of course, the first. Now, we can actually load up coal and all that. Which, I don't think we even have the car to do that. As you can see there. We don't have any of the cars to load up coal. But let's actually, you know what? No, I'll be right back. I tell you what, we had a, even though not much really happened in this video, or at least in this episode involving my railroad here, it was something, and I gotta admit, this is the first time I ever drove at, well, besides a tutorial, this is my first ever tender engine I ever get to drive here, it's a starter. And, of course, as I said before, this thing has valve gear. Now, I am gonna do one more thing before I conclude the episode. I'm gonna turn this locomotive around on the, loop. Of course, don't do what I'm doing here, because I think you can actually. I'm not sure if you could damage your locomotive, but I want to show y'all something. Let's go underneath. Look at that! You got valve gear in motion. Matter of fact, hold on a minute. There's more stuff I want to show you. This will let me show it to y'all. So, I'm gonna stop the brakes. Look at that! I tell you what, the game creators of this, did pay attention to detail. Even when it came to the cursor, But now we're going to be going back into the freight depot, and, we'll be doing what we have to do there. Do I think this railroad will be ending? Not at all. Because most likely we won't have to worry about anything. Now, in the case we get into any developments or something, we have something here in the builder. And I won't put my locomotive into a siding, as we don't have any other trains, like, freight or passenger. So we are done with our train. Of course, we can't open the front here. Only that of the, we can only tamper with the lights, which can change colors, as you already just seen. And we just, of course, like I said from earlier, made our money. So, yay! We made money, we can get more money for locomotives and all that. But for now, let's, do what we gotta do. We can see how it goes. Because, well, thank you so much for y'all to watch this new series involving my railroad, which is named after one of the people affiliated with the Irish Republican, or IRA. I'm going to get for Irish Republican Army, I think. But, which, the guy were fighting for Ireland's independence. And seen as, I think, a hero for Ireland as well, if I'm not mistaken. Which is why I'm going to be naming certain locomotives after anything Irish. Now, for the time being, I am going to be, of course, doing other stuff as well and all that. But I'm going to be making sure to fly locomotives that will be efficient. I might end up also buying a shunter, which is a tank engine. Though the shunter I planned to buy was a, well, the shunter I plan to buy may be a small locomotive. However, I have learned through my friends, I've learned from Illinois, BC, and Dockside. I can only name stuff if I have a roundhouse. Or a maintenance building, I think. But yeah, enough of my babbling. Thank you so much for watching this first episode of Steam and Steel, and I hope to see you next time on the next episode, where, well, I don't know what I'll be doing in that episode. And hopefully it does involve more with this locomotive here, or anything smaller or bigger. See you next time on the AG Railroad. Bye!